the second day session of our GATE awareness program. So in today's session, Mr. Saran will be handling the today's session. He had completed ME from College of Engineering, India in environmental engineering. He has 4 years experience in teaching GATE, and he had cracked GATE 3 times. So he has enormous amount of knowledge in teaching the GATE. So let me hand over the session to Mr. Saran. He will be handling today's session. So welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
So good evening, everyone. Am I audible? Kekda? Am I clear? Okay. Okay, for which year students? Which year, 3rd year or 4th year? 3rd year. Okay, fine. So we will start the session. So the PPT is visible for you. Please interact. Try to interact. Is it visible, the pattern of examination?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So in this session we are going to see about various types of questions asked in the GATE exam. Okay. So first, you should be knowing the basic details regarding the exam, the duration, everything. So we are going to discuss only about the types of questions and the negative markings and the, so types of question. First one, types of questions asked are, there are 3 types of question asked in the GATE: multiple choice, multiple select questions MSQ, and numerical answer type questions. Okay, this the second one, multiple select questions. This is introduced in the recent year only, in the last year, not last year, a few months before 2021 GATE exam only. This type of multiple select questions are introduced. So there are chances, more chances of asking this type of questions in the next year. Okay, so we will see examples for these types of questions and how it is asked. And the number of questions asked in the GATE exam would be 65. 10 questions from general aptitude and 55 from technical, civil. Okay. Then regarding the marks, general aptitude 15, engineering mathematics 13 marks, and subject question 72. Okay. Then 1 mark questions and 2 marks questions will be available in the GATE exam. 31 mark questions. Okay, 31 mark questions. Then 35 2 mark questions. Okay, so totally 100 marks. Okay, first of all, multiple choice questions. So multiple choice questions we will be having 1 marks and 2 marks question. This is the basic type of objective questions. You will be knowing the 4 choices will be given. And regarding this multiple choice question, only multiple choice question have the negative marking. Okay, that is an important point. Only multiple choice questions have negative marking in GATE exam. So you should be aware of aware while attending these type of questions. For 1 mark question, there will be 1/3 of marks will be deducted for a wrong answer. So you attempted a wrong question, 1 mark question wrongly, then the negative marking will be like minus 0.33. Okay, these marks will be deducted from the right questions. 1/3 of the marks will be deducted from the right questions. Okay, likewise for 2 marks, the deduction will be like 2/3, which means minus 0.67 marks will be deducted from the right questions. Okay, so you should be very careful while answering these type of questions. So we have an example for multiple choice question. Try to answer this question. A body floating in a liquid is in a stable state of equilibrium if it's, so obviously 4 choices are given. You have to choose any one in this. Okay, just anyone can answer this. This is from fluid mechanics, the chapter buoyancy. Okay, can anyone answer this? Just read the question, you will be knowing. You might have learned fluid mechanics, your 3rd year students now. What is the answer? Have you studied this buoyancy topic? Have you studied this? No one knows. Okay, I will tell. So the answer is meta center lies above its center of gravity. The option is B. Okay. Next, another question. This is from which topic? Structural analysis. So here also 4 options are given. The correct option is D. So regarding MCQ, the questions will be like this only. Okay, maybe these questions may be 1 mark. The size of the questions regarding we can, but one mark or 2 mark will be mentioned in the exam question paper itself. Okay, it's a computer based exam, so it will be in the monitor itself. You need not worry about whether it is 1 mark or 2 mark. It will be in the exam screen itself. It will be mentioned near the question whether the question takes 1 mark or 2 mark. Okay, the 2 marks questions will be much more elaborate. These questions must be 1 mark. Okay, the next type is numerical answer types. The important thing regarding these questions is it doesn't have any negative marking. Okay, it doesn't have negative marks. So you should compulsorily attend these types of questions. Okay, here you don't have choices. The questions will be like the answer you should type. You should type in the virtual numeric keypad. Okay, so these type of questions you should try to answer. There will be no choices. Suppose the answer is like 10. Answer for a question is 10. Then they will give a range. For example, 9.8 to 10.2. The answer which you type must be within this range. They didn't expect the exact answer. Okay, I hope you will understand. They will give a range, and the answer you are typing in the virtual numeric keypad should be within this range. The approximate answer is enough for this type of questions. Okay, and they may give that the answer should be within how much decimals, 1 or 2 decimals, or you should round off the answer. Suppose you are getting an answer like 10.2 9321. So they will mention only 2 decimals. Then you should write 10.93. Okay. Or they are telling round off the answer. Then you should write this as how you will round off 10.93. 11. Okay. So you should, the question it will be given clearly how much decimals, or it is or you should round off. Okay. So we will see a example for numerical answer type. Okay. So this question, just read this question. This question is asked from soil mechanics. Which topic? Shear strength. So this question have a, see the answer, 36.87 degree. Okay. So the question will be like this. There will be no choices. They have given the angle of internal friction in degree. Okay. Round off to the nearest integer. Round off to the nearest integer. Then you should round off this to how much? 36.87 is 37. Okay. So you should read the questions clearly. Sometimes they may tell use 2 decimals. Then 36.87 is itself the answer. Okay. 36.87. Sometimes they may tell 1 decimal or 2 decimal. Based on that, you should type in the keypad. Okay. So another example. This is from highway traffic engineering. Okay. So similarly here they are asking you to calculate the optimum cycle length using the Webster method. Okay. The answer should be in seconds. They have given the dimension and round off to 1 decimal. Okay. So finally you are getting the answer as 60.87 seconds. Okay. You have to convert into 1 decimal, which means you have to write 60.9. Okay. And I already told that they didn't expect an exact answer. They will expect only the range. For example, here 60.9 means they will expect a range like 60.7 to 60.11. Okay. So your answer should be in this range. And here is another numerical answer type question. Just read this question. This question is different from the last 2 numerical answer type question. Can you tell what difference this question is different from the last 2 questions? Can anyone tell? From the last 2 questions, this question is different. What is the difference? Come on, try to interact. Am I audible? Okay, I will tell the answer. Here there is no approximation. The answer should not be approximate. Why? It is from the code. So the answer should be exact. Okay. The median is provided to separate the opposing streams of traffic. as per IRC, the desirable minimum width of the median. Okay, so here it is an exact answer because it is according to the code. So the answer is 5 meter. Okay. So the last one is multiple select questions. Okay, this type of questions are introduced in this time only. They are asking multiple select questions. Okay, these questions may carry 1 or 2 marks. Here the answers will be like objective in nature. They will give 4 options, and in multiple choice question you have to choose only one answer. Here multiple select questions, there may be more than 1 or 2. Okay, 1 or more choices are correct. Suppose there will be 4 choices and 3 choices must be correct. So you have to select 3 statements or 3 options. Okay, so 3 choices you have to pick. Sometimes it may be 2, sometimes it may be 1. Okay, that is multiple select questions. So you should be careful while attending each question. You have to see whether what type of question is asked, multiple choice or multiple select. So first you should see what type of question is asked, multiple choice or multiple select. It will be in the monitor. While attending the exam, the type of question will be written in the monitor, and the particular mark and the marks for the particular question are also will be given in the monitor. So these things you should see while answering the questions. Okay, and there is no negative marking for this type of multiple select questions. Okay, so you should answer. You should definitely answer these types of multiple select and numerical type. But multiple choice you should be very careful while answering because there is negative mark. For these 2 types there will be no negative marks. And another point is there is no partial credit. What is that? So suppose 3 options are correct. For a question, 3 options are correct. Okay, 1, 2, 3 options. 3 options are correct. You have chosen first one and second one, means you cannot get partial marks. Okay, that is no partial credit. You will see an example, you will understand. So in this question, this is type of objective MSQ question. Which of the following are correct statements? The boundary of the water of a calm water pond will represent contour line. So the first statement is like the water level in a pond will be same. It's a very basic thing. Everyone will be knowing. So it is correct. The first one is correct. In case of fixed hair stadia tachymetry, the staff intercept will be larger when the staff is held nearer to the observation point. This is wrong. Okay, this is from surveying, and this one is wrong. Third one is the back bearing is of a line is equal to the fore bearing plus or minus 180. This is correct. The whole circle bearing of a line is 270 degree. Its reduced bearing is 90 degree northwest. Is it correct? Whole circle bearing is 270, which means, so this is north, this is west. 270 means this line. Okay, 270 is this line. So the reduced bearing is 90 degree northwest. Yes, this is correct. So the answer is, you should mark 1, 3, 4. Okay, so you have to choose 3 answers. That is multiple select question. Suppose you have answered like 1 is correct and 4 is correct. You left 3. That means you will not get marks. Okay, there will be no negative marking, but there will be no partial marking also. Okay, so another MSQ type of question. Here it is from, this question is from which topic? Is from environmental engineering, from air pollution. So just read this question. It is regarding photochemical smog. The photochemical smog creates respiratory problem. Okay, irritation of mucous membrane. So the first one is correct. Volatile compounds act as, these volatile compounds are the reason for the formation of photochemical smog in the presence of sunlight. Yes, this is also correct. Increased level of carbon dioxide in the indoor result in the formation of carboxy hemoglobin. Yes, carbon dioxide reacts with the hemoglobin in the blood to form carboxy hemoglobin. So this is also correct. Increased level of volatile organic compounds in the indoor environment will result in the formation of photochemical smog, which is a cause of cardiovascular disease. No, because we have already seen photochemical smog will create respiratory problems, that is irritation of mucous membrane, so which is related to respiratory problems. So this is wrong. So you have to choose three options, 1, 2, A, B, C. Okay. So this is the method to answer multiple select questions. Okay. So we have seen three questions, three types of questions: MCQ, numerical answer type, and MSQ. Okay, multiple select questions. So next we will move to general aptitude. General aptitude, there are four topics given. The first one is verbal aptitude. In verbal aptitude, that is only basic English grammar, the tenses, articles. So you have to study some basic English grammar only. Okay. Next one is quantitative aptitude. In this, there will be data given, and you have to find, you have to choose the appropriate answer. Okay. Some data will be given in the form of bar graphs, pie charts, and other plots, maps, and tables. Okay. From the data, you have to arrive the answer. And there will be some mathematical mensuration and geometry, statistics, probability. You have to study these things also. And next is analytical aptitude. This is we will see example for this analytical aptitude. It's mainly like reasoning, here, numerical relations and reasoning. And spatial aptitude. This topic is added this year only, spatial aptitude. Here mainly we will see rotation, scaling, mirroring, paper folding, and patterns. Okay. We will see examples for these four types of questions. So first one is verbal aptitude, which is already I said it is from basic grammar. Okay. From this you have to learn some basic grammar. Okay. We will go to next one. The quantitative aptitude questions will be like this. Here a bar graph is given. This is a bar graph. So from this bar graph, the question is asked. The percentage increase in the total number of literates from 2001 to 2011. So you have to use this bar graph and find the answer. So that is quantitative aptitude. And another question from quantitative aptitude is, what is this topic? Area, volume, length. These things comes under mensuration. Okay. So this also comes under quantitative aptitude. So next one is analytical aptitude. In analytical aptitude, they will give these questions are regularly asked in GATE. These types of questions are very regularly asked in GATE exams. So they will give a paragraph. You have to read this paragraph and understand these paragraphs. At the end of the paragraph, they have given two statements, and the statements are the inferred from this paragraph. So if you understand this paragraph, you can check whether these statements are inferred from the paragraph or not. So it's just a reading and understanding process. That is analytical aptitude. Okay. And they will ask whether both the statements are inferred, or a single statement is inferred, or both the statements are not inferred. Okay. Like this you have to answer. Analytical aptitude. The recent one, the new one included in the GATE exam is spatial aptitude. So in this, this type of question is like mirroring. Suppose this image is mirrored. You kept a mirror in the x-axis, okay, in this side. You kept a mirror in this side, and the mirror image of this thing, okay. So if you kept a mirror here, everything will appear inverted, okay. So questions like this are asked in this year. In 2021, questions like this are asked. So everything will appear inverted. M is appearing inverted, A is appearing inverted, Z is appearing inverted. Okay. So everything will appear inverted. So this question is asked in 2021 exam. Okay. So can you try this question? That the same as the last one. I give an example how to do this type of question. Now we just make a try. This question is asked in 2021. The mirror image of the above test about x-axis. About x-axis. You kept a mirror here, and how this triangle disappears. I already said everything appears inverted. Just give a try, come on. So first you start with E. So the E should appear inverted. Okay. So the answer should be 2, 3, 4 from these three, because the E should appear inverted. In the first one, the E is not inverted. Next, come to L. The L should be inverted. In these three, the L are inverted. Okay. Then come to G. The G should be inverted. In the second one, G is inverted or not? G is inverted. The third one, G is inverted, but in the opposite direction. See the direction. We are keeping the mirror in the X direction. G is inverted. In this second one, it is correct. But third one, it is in the opposite direction. G is inverted, but in the opposite direction. The fourth one, it is inverted. So the answer should be between 2 and 3. Next, come to N. The N should be inverted. The 2 is not inverted in 2. The N is not at all inverted. Okay. Then come to 3. 3 is already not the correct answer, because G itself there is wrong. Okay. The G direction is wrong. So the answer is 4. Likewise, we have to find the answer. Okay. So next one is, this is also from spatial aptitude. This is another type. Already we saw mirroring. This one is paper folding. Suppose we have a transparent paper like this. This is a transparent paper. Okay. So in this transparent paper, we have a figure like this. Okay, a triangle and a semicircle like shape. Okay. Suppose we are folding this paper with respect to this axis, this dotted line. We are folding this paper with respect to dotted line. So in transparent paper, you can weave the final shape like this. This is a transparent paper. You are folding with respect to this dotted line, and the final shape will be like this. I hope we can understand this. Just imagine a transparent paper. In this transparent paper, you are having this shape. Then you are folding with respect to this y-axis. Okay, this dotted line axis. You are folding only one time. Since it is a transparent paper, you can see the figure like this. Okay, this is an example, very basic example. These types of questions are asked. Okay, we will see an example for this also. Choose a figure which would be closely resemble the unfolded form of the figure. So they are asking the question in reverse manner. They have given the diagram in the folded paper. You should tell if it is what will be the shape in the unfolded paper. Okay. So first they are folding the paper. They are telling they are folding the paper with respect to this dotted line. That is x-axis. First they are folding one time. Then again they are folding with respect to this dotted line. Just imagine. So 2 times they are folding. After folding 2 times, the shape you get is this. Okay. After you are folding, the shape you get is like this. So if you unfold the papers, what shape will you get? This thing, you unfold this.
What diamond shape found in the center?
பெரிய சர்ச்லாம் க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. அந்த இது என்னது மயிலாப்பூர்.
Yes. So this will be like diamond shape. Okay. Yes, it's correct. So that is about this section. So the session is almost over, and I also want to tell something regarding the GATE exam. What are the just a little bit about the opportunities in the GATE exam. So after if you are cracking a GATE exam, what are the opportunities available? Do you know any opportunities available after cracking GATE? What you can do if you crack the GATE, if you qualify the GATE? What are the possibilities? You can do ME, MTech in IITs, NITs, Anna universities, and you can get into public sector companies. Okay. I hope you know if you got selected in IITs, these institutions, these reputed institutions, you will be getting a stipend. Okay, you will be getting a stipend of 12,400. And regarding these PSUs, you will getting a good salary package, yearly package. So you should try. Everyone should try these GATE exams, because it helps not only for selecting in higher studies, but it will be a foundation for all the other exams. If you qualify GATE, it will be helpful in whatever places you go. For example, in campus interview, you can shine if you have better marks in the gate. Likewise, you can it will be useful for other competitive examinations also. Okay, for other exams like ESC, Engineering Services exam, like these exams, the preparing gate will be helpful for these exams also. Okay. Okay, the session is over. Thank you everyone for attending.